let's talk for a minute about common denominators. So this is a number into which all the denominators of our fractions of interest can be divided. So let's take an example. So e.g., let's say we've got 1/2 and 5/6. What is the common denominator? So if we take 6, it can be divided by 2. 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3. And it can be divided by 6. 6 divided by 6 is equal to 1. But equally, we could take the common denominator 12. So it can be divided by 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. And it can be divided by 6. 12 divided by 6 equals 2. And there are lots of examples. There's an infinite number of common denominators for 2 and 6. Alright, so how do we transform two fractions so they have a common denominator? So what you could do would be to multiply each of them into all their factors. So 1/2 is equal to 1 over 1 times 2. And here 5/6 is 1 times 5 over 1 times 2 times 3. And you can see that we've got this 2 in common here. So to change from this 1/2 to something in 6, we have to multiply the denominator by 3. And then we also have to change and multiply the numerator by 3 so that we don't change its value. And that will give us 6, which is the value of the denominator of the second fraction. So 1, let's do it up here, 1/2 times 3 over 3, so that gives us 3/6 and 5/6. So that they have the same denominator. Lovely. So this is the lowest common denominator. But as I've said, there are lots of other common denominators. And now I'm going to show you the easiest common denominator. So to do that, we simply take the denominator of the second fraction and divide that, and make a fraction. So I'll just do an example. Actually, it's probably the best. So let's say we've got 1/2 and we multiply that fraction times 6 over 6. So that is the denominator of the other fraction. So that gives us 6 over 12. And then vice versa. So we have 5/6. We multiply that by 2 over 2. Okay, so we've got this. So that gives us 10 over 12. So I like to call this the easiest common denominator. And that should work in any case to find you a common denominator for two fractions.